Wow, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday night Meridian overview call. This is Kenny Tratner in Austin, Texas. It is an absolute privilege and honor to be online with each and every one of you tonight. Guys, this call is absolutely maxed out. We're going to get started a few minutes late. I'm going to talk to you for a little bit here. As we let people log in, I'm getting text messages and emails literally from across the country and internationally as well, that people are joining this webinar, and it's just an exciting time. It's been an incredible day in the pre-launch world of Meridian. And so for those of you that are on this call for the first time, welcome and congratulations. For those of you that joined us last evening and are joining us again tonight, as I said last night, we are in this beta stage. We are developing all of the infrastructure as we go on a day-by-day basis. Many of you saw a presentation, an incredible presentation given by Marty Hale last evening. You're going to hear from Marty a little bit later again tonight, and as I mentioned last night, you're going to see something a little bit different. What you saw last night has been tweaked. We got feedback from each and every one of you out in the field, and take that input and utilize that information to make this something that the field really develops. And we want this to be something that includes every single person who can hear my voice and hear the voices of everybody else who will speak tonight, and know that this company is destined to do things differently, is destined to listen to each and every one of you, give you a voice, give you an opportunity to share your input, take it to heart, and more importantly, implement it. And so, one of the gentlemen who's really been the driving force behind putting this together, and really the reason that each and every one of us is on this call, is a gentleman that I've gotten to know over the last couple of months, but more importantly over the last probably 2 to 4 weeks, very, very well. I have the utmost respect for him. He is one of the founders of EMS, Energy Management Systems. We have this product and this opportunity in our hands because of him. So with that, I want to bring on the line here, have a little quick conversation with Mr. Jay Turk. Jay, are you there, buddy?
I am, Kenny. Thank you so much. And I'm watching the numbers of people coming aboard, and it's amazing to me. And one of the things that I think Kenny mentioned from the beginning that I want to reemphasize is the fact of input. I think it's important, and I've always spent my business life learning about people, learning what you know, taking your knowledge and making it work for all of us. Because isn't that what it's all about anyway, is working as a team, as a family, to get our programs through. And the only way we can do it properly is if we have the ability to take what we can get from the field. And not everything works, so I'll say that straight up, but the stuff that we can get, we take and we tweak. And that's why you're going to see, as these seminars go on and webinars, and you're going to see things start to take shape in a little form. But just know, as you see them being tweaked, as you see it changing, that it's truly from you that's why it's happening. So thank you for being part of the team. And, one of the things that I guess I looked at a business, an industry, network marketing, direct marketing. It's I think it's close to 120 billion, maybe a little more, billion-dollar industry worldwide. So it's a really established industry, so much larger than so many industries out there. And one of the things that we wanted to accomplish with this program is to create sustainability. Sustainability is not only energy products, green, it's you. It's the people that you network with. It's the people that you bring into the family. And that's very much why this program was developed the way it is. So you're going to get to see right now and get to hear from, I'm going to give it to Kenny, and we're going to get started, and you're going to get to see what's being created and what you brought to this company. So with that, Kenny, thanks, and let's go.
Hey, Jay, thank you very much. I'm excited, and I truly mean it's been a pleasure to get to know you on a personal level, and I'm incredibly excited to be working with you on this project. Guys, the next person I want to introduce to you is someone who really doesn't need an introduction. I've known this gentleman now for going on probably 6 or 7 years. But he has an incredible track record in the business world, and more importantly, within the world of network marketing. He was one of the co-founders of a company called XL Telecommunications. Many of you know that name and you know that story, the XL phenomenon. Literally one of, if not the fastest growing companies to ever hit the New York Stock Exchange. Went public in under 6 years, did over $1 billion in revenue, 9 years faster than Microsoft, set every business record there is, not only in the world of networking, but in traditional business as well. And we are blessed and fortunate to have him as one of the co-founders of Meridian to give his insight, his wisdom, his leadership to help to drive this ship in the direction of recreating, hopefully, if not exceeding, what has been done in the past. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our next speaker, Mr. Steve Smith. Steve, are you there, buddy?
I am, Kenny, and I appreciate that. All those kind words coming from somebody who's got a reputation himself in this business. In fact, one of the things that's so exciting about being a part of Meridian is that the entire team are just huge winners, and it's really the first time since Excel that I've felt like I'm back home. I mean, I'm with a bunch of like-minded people who have this vision and who are all very extremely talented at this business and at business in general, and so it's really an awesome opportunity, and Kenny, thanks for the introduction. I'd just like to spend a few minutes and talk about timing and a couple other things. I'm going to try to go too long here. I could go on and on and on, and I don't speak fast anyway, so that makes it even longer. But anyway, timing is an incredible important feature to look for when you're looking at and for an opportunity. I mean, when we started looking at this, I realized, first of all, we're at a period of time in economic times that it just couldn't be better for getting involved in a real opportunity. I mean, if you look at our situation out there, it's just crazy. I mean, everybody knows the story. Everybody knows what's happening, and it just shouldn't be that way. And it doesn't need to be that way, but it is that way right now. And us have become very dependent on other people, on our family, on government, and it's just tough times. We have to do that sometimes. When times get this tough. So it's an incredible time to be presenting something that's a real opportunity. When you consider that it's with and around a product that is universal, badly needed, it makes it even that much more incredible. So from a timing, from an economic standpoint, as far as the world economy, it's an incredible time. It's an incredible time also when you look at our industry, working industry. Right now, I mean, as I look around, there's a lot of Me Too stuff out there. There's, everybody's, the energy is huge, which is great for us. It's heavily brought, how expensive energy is to the forefront of everybody's thinking, and some of the savings that can be realized, and how important it is to consider some of those savings. When you look at the industry in general, And there are a lot of pills, potions, lotions, skincare stuff. Not much new out there, and a lot of Me Too. Everybody's vying, the same market out there. And the Energy Minds product that Meridian is all about is refreshing in that it's really a door opener for the energy business. Anybody that's anybody that's anywhere interested in representing a product that is so badly needed by everybody, and nobody else is really doing it. That's something that I remember well about the long distance business. We were early in the business, and we recognized the need, and it was something that everybody needed and everybody could do. So the simplicity of our business, the aspect that this is a product that is new in the marketplace, it's refreshing, it's exciting, it's huge for our opportunity, and huge for our timing. One more timing, which is really important as you look for an opportunity there, is the timing of being one of the early people in an opportunity that's going to go someplace. I mean, when I look back in Excel, I was actually the very first independent representative in Excel. And so, over the course of time that, probably somewhere in the course of time that we were in business, my entire downline numbered somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 4 million people over a period of time. And that's and while the biggest earner in Excel came several years after I did, most of the people who started off with us in the early days and stayed and saw the vision and that vision and ran with that vision were people who just made money it was kind of silly money. I mean, it was crazy money, how much money some of the people made, and it wasn't about us. It was just that we were there early. We built our organizations, and we got to become a part and enjoy a phenomenon itself that's called momentum. And what happened when people realized the amount of money, and it's the same thing that you're going to see in this, the amount of money that's in this compensation plan, and Marty's going to talk to you about that in a little bit, is absolutely mind-blowing. When you study when you look at a society, at let's say the American society today, what we finally saw in Excel was that everybody from every walk of life finally got involved in what we were doing. And they got involved in what we were doing because not many of them were pioneers, but when they saw the amount of money that was being made, everybody got involved. Because everybody is interested in a financial opportunity. I don't care what they say. They may not want to be pioneers in it, but if there's something going, they're going to want to be a part of it. And what you're going to see in Meridian is that our opportunity is going to get started, and it's going to get started fast. I mean, there are a bunch of people on this phone call tonight, guys. And so it's going to, when this thing is released, it's going to go berserk, and there's going to be some big old checks in a heartbeat, and the momentum's going to start. And I will guarantee you, I've been a part of that momentum, and I understand what it's all about, and so have a number of other people. And what it is all about is just being there. Go out and do all you can do as fast as you can do it, because the way this compensation plan pays, you're going to see big checks. And then after you see big checks, you're going to see even bigger checks because everybody's going to hear about it, and everybody's going to be involved in it, and momentum happens, and there's going to be some more silly, crazy money that people are going to enjoy being a part of. So timing is such a huge thing. There's so many aspects of our business, great leaders within the company, and I just have to tell you, I feel very blessed to be working with the team that we work with on a daily basis. I can't tell you how professional and how diverse the talents are within this team. And at the same time, some of the leaders that are already signing on to this and and that are jumping, are ready to jump in this thing, just amazes me. We didn't have that for years after we started, and until it finally got going, this thing is going to start up from day one with some of the biggest guys around in it, and you're probably and you're going to be one of them. So it's such a privilege. All the remarks of I'll tell you right now, a much greater opportunity than Excel Telecommunications ever. And that's a tough thing to imagine, but I guarantee you, I mean, there's no question in my mind that's what we're looking at here. So I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Marty Hale right now. Marty's there's nobody that I'd rather see present this opportunity. He's been a close friend of mine for some time now. He's a very successful businessman. I mean, he's been involved in some huge opportunities. His own network marketing companies, huge internet companies that one company in particular that he owns. He's been an advisor to some of the biggest people in business, to the Trump organization, and to Donald Trump. He's a master strategist for the Trump organization. He's a consummate leader. And one of the things that I've just really enjoyed about Marty is not only his friendship, and we spend a lot of time around each other, and that's been a lot of fun. But watching him with people, this guy cares about people and getting people started. I mean, he's a tremendous family man. Goes everywhere with his family. He's just always about helping people get started. Always about helping people be all they can be. And I think that this organization is absolutely blessed to have him as part of what we're doing here. So, Mr. Hale, would you like to take it over from here?
Not really. I'd like for it to keep listening to you.
Well, okay, we'll sit back a while and I'll keep going.
but you don't have to talk about me anymore. I just want to listen to you. Well,
I'll take it out to you to take over.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Steve, man, Kenny, Jay, you guys. I know that so many of us, and I catch myself doing this too, so I know you probably do this, just start taking it for granted to have somebody like Steve, on even a phone call with us, guys. I mean, much less, on a webinar or in business or at a party or social event or a business opportunity meeting. I know we take advantage of it because, guys, having him is like being at a software convention and having Bill Gates there and getting to pick his brain, or a computer convention and having Michael Dell there, or maybe a shipping, transportation convention and having Fred Smith with FedEx there, and the list goes on. I mean, this guy is the largest icon that I know of, maybe other than, say, Mary Kay or Jay Van Andel, in the history of the industry that we're talking about. And what's so beautiful, about Steve is it's not the hundreds of millions of dollars the man's made. It's who he is internally. He is honest to a fault. Let me tell you, guys, he is honest to a fault. He's humble. He said some very nice things about me, but I got to tell you, this man will take the time to walk out in the woods, and I mean a whole long ways out in the woods. I mean a mile out in the woods, just to cut down a Christmas tree with my kids, and to have a snowball fight with them, and to and do things like that. Guys, you just can't imagine who he is inside, not just outside. He really is a blessing to every person that he comes into their life, and I am more than blessed to have him as part of my life. And guys, to have him part of this company, what this company stands for, the messaging of this company, the brand, the principles, the entire foundation is built on the kind of man that he is. It really is about being more, having fun, and living free. Because let me tell you, this man has done it. In fact, he's called Captain Fun, okay? And he's lived as free as any man I know. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then you're going to get to hear from a couple other people. I'm going to kind of walk through this. I want you to know, though, this is the first time I've seen the presentation that you're about to see. I did skim through it, and that's why they took so long to introduce me. But I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. You know, it's kind of like Steve was talking just a minute ago, that probably the largest problem we have in the world is this problem of dependency. You know, it's creating a rising global poverty situation, really a global economic crisis that is putting us on the verge of a collapse. You know, whether it's the jobs being lost in America or the riots in Greece or the war over oil in the Middle East, it's all about money. It's all about dependency. And so we really believe that the solution to that is to empower the world with entrepreneurship. And we believe that it's social entrepreneurship, using for-profit business to solve global social issues. And so we've made it our mission to inspire a worldwide movement of social entrepreneurs by empowering ordinary people just like us to make an extraordinary difference in the global economy. So you might be asking, you know, what is Meridian? What is this all about? Well, here's the definition. It's the force, it's the God-created force. It's the invisible line that encompasses the earth that is actually the magnetic force that guides a compass's needle to the earth's peak. It's the highest stage of human development. It's the peak of one's performance. It's really just the period of greatest prosperity, splendor, or success in one's life. That's what we're all about. That's what this entire company is all about. We're headquartered in Austin, Texas. We got offices in New York, Boca Raton, Florida, Dallas, Texas, as well as the UK. We haven't even launched the company yet, and we're already certified in over 200 countries. In fact, tonight, we have 6 countries represented on this webinar, and we haven't even pre-launched. And there are hundreds of people on here. I can't believe it, guys. I mean, I'm sitting here just going, oh, my God, I can't. We haven't even launched, and this is happening. What's about to happen? We've got a very qualified executive team, and we've chosen, like Steve said, we've chosen a universal industry, an industry that every human on the face of the earth is using today, the energy industry, and we've chosen a universal product to solve this global issue of poverty, of dependency. And guys, we're not just talking about wars, and we're not just talking about riots, and we're not just talking about, you know, the U.S. debt. I mean, it goes all the way down to the HIV epidemic spreading like wildfire across Africa. It goes all the way down to the kids in the Honduras garbage dumps eating, you know, fighting off buzzards for food in every walk of life. That's the problem. And so we've chosen the largest industry in the world as a vehicle, okay? So let's talk about that. You know, while a lot of people believe that the $500 billion deregulation of the energy industry is where the opportunity lies, guys, experts say that deregulation has been disappointing because shocking electricity prices have followed. So here's what we believe. We believe that the opportunity doesn't lie in competing with the providers, but rather in developing cutting-edge technologies that provide a money-back guaranteed savings that also create a safer environment for our families. But look at some of the statistics. 35% of business owners say that energy costs more than wages, materials, or supplies. The U.S. Department of Energy said that 25% of your electric bill that you pay every single month is completely wasted. It's unused. They say this actually generates $16 billion of wasted revenue, or excuse me, wasted income every single year. So what are we all about? We've chosen a universal industry. We've chosen a universal product that everyone needs to protect their families while also saving money. So watch this short video and I'll be right back.
Today, more than ever, our homes are inundated with a variety of electrical devices. Refrigerators, freezers, air conditioning, microwaves, computers, washers, dryers, and mobile devices are all designed to make our life easier, comfortable, and more enjoyable. But little do most of us realize, the more electrical devices we add into our living areas, the more harmful our living areas become. Every electrical system produces electromagnetic fields, or EMFs, which have shown to be harmful to our health. Headaches, chest pains, chronic fatigue, depression, cancer, leukemia, and many other conditions can all be linked to the exposure of electromagnetic fields. The World Health Organization is the directing and coordinating authority for health issues within the United Nations, and according to this leading organization, the dangers posed by the presence of EMFs are a real threat to our society. Fortunately, there is a way to protect ourselves and our loved ones using preventative measures available to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare for an introduction to one of the most electrifying products you will ever see. The Energy Miser. Imagine being able to reduce your monthly electric bill by up to 20% without having to reduce your electrical usage, and at the same time, ensure that what's most important in your life is kept safe, your family. Today, more than ever, electricity costs around the world are increasing at an alarming pace. Energy Management Systems was established in response to these concerns, providing businesses with a state-of-the-art solution to help them save money. Founded in 2007, the Energy Miser uses cutting-edge technologies to greatly reduce electricity costs. The original Energy Miser installed in businesses throughout North America is now finally available for residential living areas. That's right. Whether you live in a home, apartment, townhome, or condo, the Energy Miser can save 8 to 20% on your residential electric bill, guaranteed. But don't worry, there's no complex rewiring or installation needed. Simply plug it in, and the Energy Miser takes care of the rest. It does this by capturing the spikes and surges that constantly occur in your home's electrical system, storing them, and then continually releasing them as efficient energy as needed. Simple, powerful, and effective. The Energy Miser comes with an easy-to-understand, step-by-step instruction manual that will walk you through the setup in your home, ensuring that you will achieve immediate savings and optimal health benefits. In today's day and age, you and your family cannot afford to be without the Energy Miser, both for the cost savings and, more importantly, for the sake of a safer home environment. The Energy Miser comes with a money-back savings guarantee, a 6-year product warranty, and the added assurance of a healthier home for you and your family. Start saving money today. Get your Energy Miser now.
You know, if you're seeing this for the first time, there's a lot of claims made in that video, and we realize that. And if you're not, aware of what EMS is, it may be hard to believe some of those things, guys. But you're probably familiar with the World Health Organization, made up of 28,000 of the most renowned doctors, scientists from all over the world. They really say that this is a real threat to our society. And they say that these diseases really have been scientifically linked to the exposure of EMF radiation. So we really are about creating a safer home environment and while helping people to save money. Guys, it comes with undeniable credibility. MetLabs, which is one of the largest third-party independent testing laboratory facilities in the world. In fact, it's the oldest in the history of the United States, that performs testing and certifications for companies like what you see on your screen. Here's what they say about this product. They say that EMS reduces kilowatt usage up to 50% and radiation up to 90%. That is an actual screenshot of the testing results that state this from the report that they provided back to us. So how do you become a customer? How do you get this product? There's a couple of different ways that you can get it. You can either purchase the Energy Miser up front for a one-time cost of $399.97. You also receive the EMS residential reduction system and the EMF Safe Home system, which is a $120 value. You also receive free shipping. So if you do a one-time purchase, guys, it's like an extra $200 in value that you'll be receiving for that. But you don't have to purchase it up front. You can also, for as little as $99 down and $29.97 a month for only 12 months, you can also receive the Energy Miser. Guys, let me say it this way. What is it worth to protect your family from radiation? I have a feeling that you would do anything to protect them if there was something dangerous in your house that you could see, whether it be, I know this is taking it out there, okay, but I'm from Texas, so forgive me. If it was a rattlesnake, what would you do? You'd kill it. If it was a, if it was a mountain lion, what would you do? I mean, if it was something that could harm your family, what would you be willing to do to protect them? There's no dollar fee on that, right? There's no price that you wouldn't pay, including giving your own life to protect them, because you can see those things. But radiation isn't something we can see. It's not what we can smell. It's not something we can touch. But guys, go back to lung cancer in the 60s and melanoma in the 70s and asbestos in the 80s. Guess what's happening today? It's EMF radiation. So I got to tell you, no matter what it costs, man, I'm protecting my family with this. We're proud to have clients like the ones that you see on your screen that not only chose to save money by using our product, but more importantly, to provide a safer environment for their employees and for their customers all around the world. So how do you get started? How do you get started solving this global problem of the economic crises that's on the verge of a collapse, while using a universal industry and product, saving lives while saving money? How do you get started doing that? Well, it's pretty easy. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You can get started tonight. Not really, but yes, you know what I'm talking about. We're in pre-launch. Some of you know what I'm talking about on the phone. Now's the time to start. You don't wait until we open the door. You start right now. Okay, so $299.97, and then you can enroll in your eyesight, no pun intended, but it's actually true, for $24.97 a month. That's your website that gives you all the analytics, all the metrics, all the organizational stuff. It does all your accounting, everything that you need to run and operate your business and to be successful in this company. And the next thing you do is you start sharing the savings with all the people that you know, and you help create a safer environment for them at the same time. And guys, we don't want to leave out, last but not least, have fun, man. Don't take it so serious. Have a little fun with this thing. It's as easy as walking into somebody's house, showing them the video, plugging the meter in and saying, whoa, run, and then say, no, just kidding, guys. Here's a solution. Have a little fun with this thing, okay? So how do you get paid? How do you earn? Well, there's lots of different ways, but the most important thing that you're going to like to hear is that you get paid daily, right? How cool is that? Man, who can say they get paid every single day? There's not a lot of folks that can say that. So let's talk about the first way you get paid. When you become a social entrepreneur for $299 and $97, okay, you enroll your first customer, you're going to earn $100. You want to earn $1,000, go out and enroll 10. You want to earn $1,500, go enroll 15. You want to earn $2,000, go enroll 20. Guys, just go enroll customers. If you just want to enroll customers, go enroll customers. We don't care. If that's all you ever do, great. Good for you. Okay? That's the first thing we do. The second thing, and that's not a promo, by the way. That's forever. That's our core comp plan. The second thing you do is you're going to share this with others. And so as a social entrepreneur, you're going to earn a fast start bonus every time you enroll a new social entrepreneur and they get their first customer within 30 days, you're going to earn a $100 fast start bonus. You can do this as many times as you want. But let's say that you enroll your first 3 and they get that customer, you're going to earn $300. You get your 5 personal customers and you get promoted to our first leadership position called ambassador. Okay? When you do that, those first 3 become your I-team, which you will receive a 25% check match of not only their bonuses, but also their residual income for life. And you do that once you achieve the position of regional ambassador. So let's talk about the next way you earn income. This, guys, I've had so much fun with this. I got to tell you, man. It's called the revolutionary multi-coded bonus. And you're probably wondering, what in the world are they talking about? Revolutionary multi-coded bonus. I know what a coded bonus is, but what's the difference? Here's what it is. You become an ambassador. You enroll your first, for every single time Every time you personally enroll a social entrepreneur who gets that first customer within 30 days, you earn a $150 bonus. But it doesn't stop there. Every social entrepreneur that comes in that organization that does the same thing, you earn $50 to unlimited levels. You get it. If 100 came into that organization that did that, you'd earn 5,000. If 1,000 came in that did the same thing, you'd earn 50,000. If 10,000 came in, you get the point, right? And that's pretty cool. That's a coded bonus, and we're all familiar with that. That if you've ever been in a coded bonus program, you know what that looks like. So why do we call this revolutionary multi-coded bonus? Here's why. Because it doesn't stop there. Imagine if every time in those other companies, after they got their first customer and you made that $50 or that whatever bonus, what if you got another bonus when they got their second customer? And another bonus when they got their third customer? And another bonus when they got their fourth customer? And that just continued on until they promoted to that position. How cool would that be? Here's what it would be called. It would be called a revolutionary multi-coded bonus like what you're about to see, because it doesn't stop with just your rep getting their first customers. Every customer that comes in after that, that's a single payment, you earn an additional $50 bonus, my friend. And that is paid on unlimited customers, and it's paid daily. Now, we could just stop there. It's over, right? Let's get off here and let's go start talking to people. I know that's what you're feeling like, but let's not, because it gets a whole lot better. And I know some of you are going, wait, do that again? Let me see that again. Well, I'll do it one more time, and then we'll move on. Once you get promoted to the next leadership position of regional ambassador, it works the same way. But now when you personally, every time you personally enroll a new social entrepreneur and they get their first customer, that can be a finance customer, we don't care. They get their first finance customer, okay, within 30 days, you now earn a $200 bonus. But it doesn't stop there. Every time a social entrepreneur comes in that organization that does the same thing, you earn $100 to unlimited levels. But again, why is it called a revolutionary multi-coded bonus? Because it doesn't stop there. Every single customer that comes into that organization that's a single payment purchase, you earn an additional $100. And guys, again, that is on unlimited customers, and it is paid daily. How you like those apples? Guys, I'm telling you, I've never seen a compensation plan like this. I guess that's why we called it revolutionary. It is going to transform. Let me tell you what it's going to do. It's going to disrupt this industry. It's going to cause every company out there to go, whoa, we've never seen that. It's kind of like when Steve Smith created the coded bonus compensation plan with Excel. What's happened? They've all followed, right? Think of all the companies out there that use a coded bonus compensation plan. You know what? A year from now, 2 years from now, hell, some of them will do it 6 months from now. Everybody will be talking about, oh, we've got a revolutionary multi-coded bonus. Guys, you have it first. You get promoted to the next leadership position, which is national ambassador. It works the same exact way. Now, every time you personally enroll a new social entrepreneur, they get that first customer within 30 days, you get a $220 bonus. Every single social entrepreneur that comes in that organization that does the same thing, it's $120, but it doesn't stop there. Every single one of those customers that come in as single payments, you earn another $120 bonus to unlimited levels. Same thing as an international ambassador, but now it's $240 and $140 and $800 and $700. Take your screenshot because I know you're gonna. I mean, guys, it don't get no better than this. You know, I'm going to tell you, I can see people right now, taking nothing but a screenshot of this, printing it out on a black and white piece of paper, walking into a Starbucks and showing a 3-minute presentation on this and it being over. It's that big. It's that big. But hey, guys, it gets better. And I mean it gets a lot better. It's not just a big upfront. It's not just a big, you know, although we like that upfront, right? Wait till you see the residual income. Just as a social entrepreneur, the lowest level in the entire compensation plan, they receive $5 a month on all their personal customers, $1 a month on all the customers on their first level, $2 a month on all the customers on their second, and all the way down 6 levels, you see what they earn. Guys, there are companies out there today, and you know who they are. They don't give this kind of money at the top level in that company, where they may only have a handful of representatives. and we give it at the bottom level. It starts off that way. Now tell me what's going to happen on those 95 percenters that have never made money in network marketing. They start making money. Guess what that does to the folks on top? It drives their income. But it gets better. As an ambassador, we add another dollar through all the levels and to unlimited levels. And as a regional, we add another dollar through all the levels and $2 to unlimited. And as a national, $2 to all the levels and $4 unlimited. And as an international, another $2 through all the levels and $6 to unlimited levels, my friend. I know. You're sitting, you can feel it, can't you? I know I'm coming across because, guys, I'm sweating right now, and I've got my AC on 65. I am fired up about this. I wish so bad I could just be a rep, man. I just want to go show people how to set themselves free, how to change this economic collapse and change it around to an economic boom. All because we're creating social entrepreneurs, not just in the U.S., not just in Canada, not just in the U.K., but all across Latin America, all across Asia, all across Africa, all across the globe. That's what we're doing. Don't forget, licensed in 200 plus countries today. What kind of residual are you looking at now? Guys, I'm going to show you a few examples, but some of you, I know you're in other companies that you're up here in these levels, and you're looking at this going, my God, I got 20,000 customers right now. I got 100,000 customers right now. If I got paid $2 a month, and that's the most amount, look at what I'm looking at. Much less all of this in here. I know. I've ran the numbers myself. I know how you feel, and I'm beating a dead horse. I'm sorry. I'm excited. So what's this mean to you? It's just an example. We're not making any income claims here, guys. But on only 100 financed customers, just 100. Guys, we've got 3-4 times that on this call, on a pre-launch call. Only the second one we've ever done. Look at what you earn on only 100 customers. That's not reps, folks. That's customers. Look at what it looks like if you have 500 customers. Are you kidding me? I just came out of an organization where I had a whole lot more than 100,000 customers. Can you imagine what that would look like? Take 10,000 or take 1,000, double those numbers. Take 1,000 customers, not reps, customers. Take it to 10,000. Take it wherever you want. I think you get the point, right? Look at these numbers. Unbelievable. So let me wrap this up and let you hear from our next speaker. Guys, we really are about empowering the world with entrepreneurship. I mean, that's what we are all about. We are about what Steve Smith talked about. We're about changing the world, but we're also about having a lot of fun, man. I mean, we really are. We're about be more, have fun, and live free. We really would like to be your compass to success, and you to be the compass to other folks' success. We'd like to welcome you to the Meridian family. I'd love for you to hear from some other folks tonight. There are more leaders on this webinar right now than any webinar that I have probably been on in the last 10 years. I mean, guys, I'm talking, I mean, you just can't fathom who is on this webinar tonight. I don't know why it did that either, but it did that. What I need you to do, though, is this. In fact, I'm glad it did that. I need you to go to Stahr Meridian or to Facebook, and I need you to like Stahr Meridian so that you can, and that's S-T-A-H-R, S-T-A-H-R. Go like Stahr Meridian so that you can get the updates of all the webinars that we're going to do. For the first week or so, it's going to be a different link every day, okay? Once we launch, or pre-launch, which, guys, we're paying commissions through pre-launch, okay? Once we do that, it'll be the same link every night. So with that, here's what I want to do. I want to turn it over. I guess I'm going to turn it back over to Kenny and I'll go ahead and introduce the next speaker. Guys, you know, it's interesting. I think Jay may have already spoke, so I'll introduce Yoni next and then let him introduce Barry. But and then Barry can turn it back over to Kenny. I wish you could hear from folks on this phone, and I don't know why my screen keeps doing that. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. The next speaker, Yoni Azaroff, guys, I got to spend some time with him. I never saw Yoni, you know, um, with part of another company. I never saw him. I knew EMS was bad to the bone. I was showing presentations on it all over the country. It was my most exciting product there was. Um, and I mean, I just absolutely loved it, and loved Jay, loved Barry, loved Ken, loved all the other people with the company that were really the face of it. But I knew for that thing to operate, for that thing to function, for it to do what it did, and all the the operation side and making things happen, there had to be a special individual behind the scenes that was pulling all that off. Someone who was very humble, someone who was very detailed, someone very organized, someone very talented, with a variety of skill sets, from operational skill sets to financial skill sets to legal skill sets to international business skill sets, guys, to a lot of different things. It takes a very unique individual to do the things that this man does. He's an international businessman. He's owned his own companies in other countries. He's from another country originally, but he's a very humble guy. You would never think this man has had the success that he's had. You would never think he doesn't show it, you know. And guys, in my book, that makes a person even more special to me. Um, if it wasn't for him, we would not be able to do what we're doing right now. He is the one keeping all this together. He's the one cracking the whip. He's the one that's really getting this stuff done. So let me introduce to you my good friend, and he's becoming a better and better friend, and also my business partner, Mr. Yoni Azaroff.
Well, Marty, thank you so much. Very kind of you. I truly appreciate it. And I guess if I don't say it enough, I might as well say it right here in front of a whole bunch of witnesses. The feeling is absolutely mutual. And likewise, you know, me being in the background, I unfortunately was not exposed to many people. My better half in business, Mr. J. Turk, is I always joke around. He's like my little rock star. He's the famous one. He's the, and I'm kind of the groupie that hangs around. So, but back to Marty, you know, I'll just say, Marty, it's been a pleasure, absolutely. And I'll just say that, guys, there's much more to Marty than obviously he's been a top rep in this industry for years. He's been an owner in this industry for years. He's had absolute amazing successes, innovating. You know, we talk about Steve and Excel, which, you know, Steve's a legend. He's an icon. Marty, you know, Marty's not too far behind. Marty's started and revolutionized MLM, I shouldn't say MLM, network marketing business model for the internet business in the mid-'90s. And a lot of people don't know that, but and Marty's pretty humble about that. But we're talking, I don't know now, but I know he had upwards of a couple thousand employees and literally thousands and thousands and thousands of clients, and that business eventually got sold, and I think Marty's still involved. So, Marty, man, it's a pleasure, and thank you. I'm learning from you every day. Well, let's see. I mean, I guess, you know, I'll just keep it sort of short and sweet. You know, one topic that I want to talk about is, to me, is very, very important. It's near and dear to me. For somebody who's not a natural, and I'll admit it, you know, I'm not a natural salesperson. I'm not a natural sales type go-getter. I'm a go-getter in other ways, but you know, this thing, you know, it's tough for me as a rep, you know, and it would be tough for me if I was one. So one of the things that is important for me is that support, and obviously we've got, you know, the whole premise here is to have upline support and corporate support. But I think rep services support, which comes from corporate, is critical. And I know that in many companies, it often lacks, you know. And to the defense of many companies, it's not easy to sometimes support tens or hundreds of thousands of people and provide the proper support. But I am making it a personal mission of mine, with the help of some great people, like Nettie, which many of you may know of. Nettie's been around network marketing for a few years now, heading up rep and field training with a few well-known companies. You know, we're making this a personal mission to do the best that we can using technology, using systems, things like analyzing average wait times, response times, proper training, proper FAQs, proper transparent communications, giving people enough time to prepare announcements. I mean, all that is important, and we see that, and we understand it. I think we all agree, but it takes a certain, I guess, call it micromanagement. So I'm taking a real hard focus on that, because I think it's critical to be able to offer that to everybody. People are putting so much trust and faith and effort and time and energy into what they're doing here with really the vision and mission of our company, which is to really make it not only financially a better place, but a meaningful better place, a healthier place for everybody, for our families, for our friends, for everybody that's involved. And this is not, obviously, we've built an unbelievable comp plan, but beyond that comp plan, we gotta help people. And I think the biggest hypocrisy is not to do that. I mean, it contradicts everything we're talking about. And we won't be perfect. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But the only thing I can guarantee, I'll speak on behalf of all of us, but this is one of my strongest missions to be able to deliver that. And I know it's going to be a challenge because we're already not even started and it's already going pretty crazy. But I'll just say a couple of concrete things. We've got some real hard, serious systems in place. We've got, one of the toughest challenges is growing internally. So we've got a team of about 10 people in place right now that are internal. But we've also got a third-party, large, very stringent, policies and procedures call center that we've already got a couple people trained in. And the key word here is scalability. And that's one part where, a lot of companies fail in providing that rapid scalability because you just can't do it. You just can't hire in-house people fast enough, train them fast enough, monitor them fast enough, and do it the right way. So we're preparing for that. We're preparing for that scale. Because the last thing we want to do, and again, I'm talking on behalf of all of us, but the thing that would really hurt me is that first-time, network marketer that's trying so hard and putting so much time and effort, and they get a question and they got nobody to turn to and they're struggling, and it honestly breaks my heart. So I'm going to make it a personal mission to be the best that we can at that. So I think one thing I think is important. I want everybody to be totally aware of that because I've seen firsthand the consequences of when that's not there, and it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. You guys all know that because you guys know what this business takes. So I guess with that, I'd like to introduce a very special guy. This is Jay Turk. Jay and I founded EMS back 5 years ago. Jay and I were long-term friends, and I'll save all the good stuff for another time. Although there's a lot of good stuff about this guy, but I'll keep it simple. We founded it. It was truly based on a friendship. This was not business first, friends second. This was friends first. There was a connection, and there was a passion to do something greater than what we were doing at the time. And it was based on a fundamental, this is going to sound corny, but it was a friendship and love for each other, And it's just unbelievable where, in 5 years, where everything, how our vision, honestly, it's mind-blowing, how our vision is coming to fruition. We thought, it felt, we dreamt big, we hoped for a lot. You're always kind of, you're trying and you're going for it, but, you always sort of, there's that chance that, am I just being a dreamer? Is this wishful thinking? Am I crazy? Is my wife right? But, there's a lot of persistence, telling yourself you're going to do this, you're doing this. Oh, man, and then you have a bad day, then you fall down, you got to get back up, or you have a bad week. You think, man, should I stop this? And we've had that. But I'll tell you, for me personally, I could not do this without Jay, because this is somebody who not only the vision but the passion. Everything that this guy says, he means with a passion, and it's the way that he. And I talk to him at 7 in the morning, so midnight we're on the phone, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have spoken to Jay, and that passion never ever wanes. And when you're feeling down or you're kind of not sure, call Jay. I'll give everybody his cell phone number. Call Jay Turk, because this guy is an extremely uplifting human being who's achieved a lot in his life, and just an honor to be his partner. But before that, forget that. It's an honor to be his friend. So, Jay, take it away.
Well, where do I go from there? Other than to say, you thought you got rid of me, guys. I'm back. I actually just wanted to share just one quick thought and just kind of bring this together. I started out when I talked in the beginning, we talked about sustainability and we're talking about empowering people. And I think one of the things, and this is important, and Marty mentioned it, but it was the most important thing for us, is that we were able to provide income for those people that wanted to join this company to do nothing more than earn $500, $600, $700, $800 a month. How many people do you all have like that? That's their mission. And if you could provide that for them, what a wonderful thing that would be. And that's why when Steve and Marty and Yoni and Barry and I got together, we were able to sit down and make up a comp plan where it starts from the bottom. Because Marty's right, if you can start at the bottom and create solidity from the bottom, then you've got something. The other thing I want to say is that as I was out in the field these last couple of years, I've heard from people that said to me, my God, I'm 65 years old. I want to be able to just go ahead and sell. So what we did was we created divisions. You can sell from home parties, commercial division. Every which way is covered, and that's the important thing of this program. So I could go on, and everybody's texting me, shut up already and close it out. So I will. And the next time we have a webinar, I'd like to bring in some more thought processes to help stimulate you guys to bring us back stuff. So what I'd like to do is bring on my friend Kenny Tratner to hopefully close this out. And I hope everybody's gotten something from this webinar that excites them and makes them look toward the future with excitement. So Kenny, it's all yours, my friend.
Hey, Jay, thanks so much. But I want to give you guys a little bit of direction as we go, because this webinar was tonight.